Hello again, my name is Ben. Here I'm today with another bit of a different video from another mock showcase, but it's not really a set review because set reviews are only for Lego sets. This is a knockoff set review, I guess, of a buildable Sith Trooper figure, similar in style to the Lego Star Wars buildable figures released from 2015 to 2018, I think. Yeah, it's made by one of those figures. So yeah, nothing really to say. The size comparison of the minifigure, since it seems relevant to the video, I'll compare sizes with a Sith Trooper minifigure. There you go. It's pretty different from it in a lot of ways, like which I'll get to later in the video. But there it is. Fairly tall, pretty average size for most of the other buildable figures. I don't really have many of them with me, except for the one that feels relevant to this situation because it's probably the most similar. The First Order Stormtrooper. We just bring him closer in. And there you go. They're pretty similar. This one's a little taller because of different parts used, but there you can see it. So yeah, the comparisons out of the way. Just start with construction. Not really too much to say. The feet here have something a little different. The most figures I've seen. They use the same basic pieces as basically any other CCBS figure, but these are knockoff, so it's like a different plastic material, so you see a little bit of difference. But anywho, it's just basic red, but something unique is that they have the black printing around it, which looks pretty good. I like that quite a bit. This part popped off here on the lower leg. Some system bricks on the bottom with like a 1x1 plate there, attached on some of these pins with, I don't know what this piece really is, some sort of sloping piece. There it is. On both sides. Upper legs, nothing much to say there. Oh yeah, also the shin armor here, which was introduced with buildable figures in red here. I don't know if it came in red. It might have came in red in the Praetorian Guard set, so it might not be. This might not be unique for like buildable figures, because I was going to mention that for some other parts here. But so here, one of the upper armor pieces, which are also introduced with buildable figures. Just one large piece that just covers up the whole thing. And behind it, you'll see one of the bone pieces. One of the extra longer ones. So there's the friction adder. I don't know if they were ever came in red with like normal system CCBS, so it might be something interesting. Oops. Apologies. This has a couple of issues. Anywho, going on to the torso. The torso print here is exactly the same print design as the First Order Stormtrooper, which I'll bring the whole figure, but it's almost identical. It's missing a few things. The only one that really stands out is probably just this part on the sides right here. It's missing those, and also has a couple of additional ridges on the torso design. I guess the sword made it look more like the Sith Trooper design. But also comparing it to the torso of a Sith Trooper minifigure, you will see it's still very different. So, not really sure what they were going with there, but there it is. The back here, you'll see one of these, like, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be on the back of it. You see some of these smaller armor plates, and just some more smaller ones on the back. You get the right position. There you go. The arms are fairly basic construction for most like CCBS figures. Some simple joints, the bottom, skeleton joints, just a red hand that a lot of these figures use, and just some basic armor shells with some of the shoulder pads, which are also introduced with the buildable figures. Don't know if they ever came in red, so who knows? Yeah, it's unique. One issue I do have, not really with this arm, but for whatever reason, the shoulder armor on this side is really loose and just come off really easily, so it's just not that good. So yeah, I'm going to say about that. And the helmet here is the same mold as the First Order Stormtrooper one, and also the Captain Phasma one, but I don't have that figure, so I can't really compare it. Some unique things is the lines going above the helmet, though I think that might be on the Captain Phasma figure. It also removes these pieces on top, these printed areas. It also sort of has printed on T-visor with like a sort of slimmer line and just some more black paint down there. Also, these weird patchy areas right here. Don't know if you can see that well, but there it is, right under the eyes. So it's kind of interesting. Nothing really else to mention. The line down here is a little thinner, and the I don't know, this is supposed to be grills on the sides of the helmet are larger on the Sith Trooper helmet. So a lot of finer differences there. Not really worth going over much longer. This is for the main figure. Now for the weaponry. He comes with this blaster with some, which is the exact same build as the one for the First Order Stormtrooper. Again, I think it might just be reversed, but yeah, it's the exact same build in almost all the ways. A couple of differences here and there, but basically the same sort of build. You can even see where on the First Order Stormtrooper, the open axle here is meant to apologize for the murdered Stormtrooper. We're supposed to attach on the hip. It has that also on the Sith Trooper blaster, but as you can see with the hip design there, you can't really attach it. But what you can attach is this pistol, which is a sidearm, which, interestingly, I don't really like the design of this. It doesn't really look that good, a little basic, but it is taken directly from the Death Trooper buildable figure with the exact same pistol design, just with some different colors. Also, the addition of one of these weird bushings at the bottom. So, yeah. And this can attach to his side. However, the issue with that is that it's pretty loose and doesn't really stay on very easily. So I don't really like that. But yeah, that's kind of it. I forgot to mention, yeah, it has spring-loaded shooters. The most interesting thing about that is the spring-loaded shooters here are in silver and in not trans red, but just normal plain red. Looks pretty good. I kind of wish they'd have spring-loaded shooters in solid colors, not trans, but oh well. So just kind of try and attempt to put them back together. But yeah, it's kind of going to do it for the video. A little bit different, something different, I guess. I've had this guy for quite a bit, and I just kind of wanted to show him off. But yeah, I also don't really have anything built, so it's kind of to fill time while I'm still working on something. I don't really have any ideas right now, so just have to wait and see. But it's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be staying tuned until next time, for next week, whenever I hopefully have something built. But until then, I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.